Hare Krishna. I am Parashuram here from BHARATIYA HARIDASA Sahitya VIDYALAYA. BRAHMANDA the UNIVERSE SRUSTI Prakarana, 18th class. In this class, we'll try to understand GUNA BINDU SRUSTI. What is GUNA BINDU SRUSTI and its acts? We have already studied about Avyakta Tattva and the energy particles associated with this Avyakta Tattva. Three category of particles, the Sattva, Raja and Tama, the ingredients lying dormant in the Pralaya period. On mixing with required proportions and adding additional energy, the Avyakta Tattva surfaces. The Avyakta Tattva is a combination of these three guna particles, these three particles. Then the process of formation of Mahat Tattva, Ahankar Tattva, etc., other Tattvas will continue further. Now, in what proportion the elementary atoms of each gunas will mix together, get energy, and thus modify, mutate to lower tattvas such as Mahat Tattva, Ahankar Tattva, etc., has to be discussed. This itself, this process of modification of higher tattva, the Avyakta Tattva, into Mahat and Ahankar Tattva by adding various these atoms, these particles, is called as Guna Bindu Srushti. The created, motivated Triguna particles, these are with highly active potential energy and kinetic energy. These are three different colors. It is already discussed. Again, I will tell you. Vadiraja in Vaikuntha Varnane, Sri Vadiraja Gurugulu in Vaikuntha Varnane, Morne third adhyaya. ಸತ್ವ ಎಂಬ ಗುಣ ಶುಕ್ಲಾಣುಗಳ ರಾಶಿ ರಕ್ತಾಣವೇ ರಜೋಗುಣವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀಲಾಣುಗಳ ಮೊತ್ತವೇ ತಮೋಗುಣ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳಿವಕೆ. The Sattva particle Guna Bindu is of yellow color. Rajaguna particle, the Rajaguna Bindu is of reddish color, and Tamoguna particle is of black, that bluish color shades. It is quoted like that. Now, Lord Aniruddha, one of the Vyuharupa, form of the Supreme God for the creation, will give starting pulse by picking up with his hands these Triguna particles. We have to imagine like this. Lord Aniruddha will give the starting pulse. 4 handful of Sattva he will take, 2 handful of Rajaguna he will take, and 1 handful of Tamoguna he will take. So 4:2:1. Total 7 handful of these atoms in the mass, that 7 Guna Bindus, and he mixes them together. This provides kinetic energy to all the basic atoms of Triguna. This kinetic energy will sustain throughout the creation and maintenance of the universe, which is required for billions of years. Of this act of Aniruddha, it will activate this potential energy as well as which was also in dormant. This potential energy was also in dormant. Potential energy will be there with all the particles, but it was dormant. Now it is activated. It was dormant during Mahapralaya, the great annihilation. It is not that the potential energy was existing, but was in dormant. Even in our world also, there is a custom to inaugurate by an influential person, cutting the ribbon, performance of puja, anna santarpana, etc. For any new building, a new function, a new organization, new bridges, new dams, new anything, some person will inaugurate it. Like that, Lord Aniruddha inaugurated this world, creation of world, by this Triguna mix, the Guna Bindu Srushti. Of course, Along with Aniruddha, Mother Mahalakshmi with concerned Rupa will be also with him, no doubt. After inauguration by the Lord Aniruddha, see now we can take that Sattva 4, Raja 2 and Tama 1 proportion. We will get Triguna particles separately in three groups. That the Lord takes them and keeps him separately in three groups. These are in mixed form of original Trigunas. These are only taken up for further creations that he wants that after taking these all many that it will be mixed and it will be utilized. ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಗಣಿತ ಸತುವ ರಾಜಸ ತಮೋಗುಣ ಒಂದೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಚತುರ ಏಕ ಮುಷ್ಟಿ ಪರಿಮಿತ ಮನಕೆ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಜಯದಾಸರು quotes. This 4:2:1 proportion of Triguna after activation by Lord Aniruddha, it will segregated in three layers again, Sattva, Raja and Tama. Again after activation it will be segregated into three layers. These are motivated forms which are only used for building the universe and also for physical bodies, for souls to be born. This is a process. There is a process in chemistry. It is called as some destructive distillation. That coal, wood, charcoal, all will be distilled. By this process, hundreds of different compounds are obtained. We will not go into detail, but this is the destructive distillation. And then fractional distillation is also there. It is separation of important components according to their differences between the boiling points. If you do the process of destructive distillation and by the plant products and all, we will get one pyroligneous acid. It will be again contained into three: acetic acid, acetone and methanol. So these three blocks are there in chemistry also. Here also now these three energized particles, Triguna mix is there. If you go for that physics, that nuclear physics, electron, proton and neutron are the atoms. For them again basic are there quarks, leptons and bosons. All three. These three factor is important for the creation for the universe creation or any creations within the universe also. The energized Triguna by Lord Aniruddha will be taken as basic building block energy particles for further creation of the tattvas. This is now called as energized, activated Avyakta tattva with enormous kinetic and potential energies. Now these tattva, Avyakta tattva, these particles, Avyakta tattva particles are very, very important for further creation. Now the process of Guna Bindu Srushti starts. In that Avyakta tattvas, activated tattva, that bundles are there, three bundles are there. In that now mixing, taking of Rajo bundle will take place. How Rajo bundle is done now? Now next, how Rajo bundle is done? They will take 1 Tama, 100 Raja and 10,000 Sattva particles. So we will take 10,101 altogether. 1 Tama, 100 Raja and 10,000 Sattva. 10,101. This is called as Rajo bundle. And in Tamo bundle, Raja 1, Tama 100 and Sattva 1000. So 1101. This is called as Tamo bundle. This is, now these bundles are very important. That is a part A. In part B, the Rajo Rasi have got three different layers. In that Rajo Rasi, what happened now? That Rajo itself, what happens, it will be now converted now. Rajo, Raja, one Raja and Raja added, and for one Raja another is Tama is added, that is Rajo Tama, and third is one Raja, Sattva is added, Rajo Sattva. The next stage it is. So further stages we will take a Tamo Rasi. In Tamo Rasi also mixing one Tama and one Tama is mixed, Tamo Tama. One Tama, one Raja is mixed, Tama Raja, and one Tama, one Sattva is mixed, Tamo Sattva. Like that we got now 6 different groups of this Guna Bindus. For information, Rajo Tama and Tamo Raja is there. Is it not? Rajo Tama, Tamo Raja, it is one and same, we can say, because A into B is equal to B into A in simple mathematics. No, it is not simple mathematics. Here Tamo Raja, Rajo Tama means, Tamo Raja means, what difference is there? Tamo Raja means Tamo is having more active part and Raja is less active part. And Raja Tama means in Raja, there Raja is a more active part and Tama is less active part. Both are mirror images. Mirror images. The first mentioned guna is having more power than second mentioned guna. So these parts like that, now we got that 6 different sets of guna bindus. Now this that is a double mixing only. Now we will go for triple mixing. The above mentioned 6 combinations of Raja and Tama will further mix into form in altogether 27 combinations. Really, it is what happens. Now there were 2 mix over there. Now this will take that Rajo Tama. For that one you add Sattva, Rajo Tama Sattva. Then Rajo Tama Raja, Rajo Tama Tama. Like this it happens. There will be about 27 combinations. What a great combinations these 27 combinations are there. Is really, for example, if you go that like that, Sattva 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 Raja Sattva Sattva Raja Sattva Sattva Tama Sattva Raja Sattva Sattva Raja Raja Sattva Raja Tama Sattva Tama Sattva Sattva Tama Raja Sattva Tama Tama, like this will go on. So first will be Sattva 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 and 22nd will be Tama Tama Tama. So like this 27 combinations we find. In that 27 combinations, what happens, first combination is that Sattva 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 is not utilized at all. It is kept aside. It is kept aside for a Jivan Mukta class. Those who already liberated souls, for them only that energy level particles are required. And this Tama 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 particles, this is also for liberated souls of negative side. That means Tamo Yogas. Tamo Yoga liberated these Jivas are there, negative side. For them that is. So remaining 25 different that combinations of this gunas are taken for the creation of the world. It is taken. Mahatattva. So after this bundles only, these different bundles 25, they will be utilized for creation of Mahatattva. About said different combinations, mixes, distillations will be used to produce Mahatattva. Mahatattva, how it is produced like this, one Acharya Pandita Veda Garbha Padmanabhacharya, he says, 1 Tama, 10 Raja and 100 Sattva. Altogether it will be 111. These 111 guna particles form the building block, material block of a Mahatattva. Also another saying is there, 10 Tama, 100 Raja, 10,000 Sattva. So 10110 guna particles also for Mahatattva creation. These complicated processes can be called as mixing, mutation, distillation, destructive distillation, fractional distillation, or altogether at a time. To say it is a very, very complicated process beyond our understanding. Definitely, there is a lot of thinkings are there. What we have to decide, that mirror images are what Raja, Raja, Tama, Tama, Raja, Raja. These two are mirror images, but they are different. Like in our world also. See, in another one is there. Sattva Sattva Raja, Raja Sattva Sattva. Like this, Raja Sattva Tama, Tama Sattva Raja. These are all mirror images, Guna Bindu particles, but they are having different characteristics, different energy levels, and they are totally they are different to another one. They are only mirror images. In our life, glucose D, C6H12O6 is mirror image of fructose. C612 O12, C6H12, O6, fructose. It is a mirror image. Both add together, these are called as monosaccharides. If both are added, we will get sugar. What we will utilize for a sugar, common sugar, that is called as disaccharide. This glucose is a mirror image of fructose. Fructose is a mirror image of glucose, but only in 2D. If you say in 2D images, then only it is a mirror image. If you go for 3D, it is not a mirror image. So like this lot of difference we find. See, glucose, normally we call it is actually glucose D. It is called as D form of glucose. So everybody says it is a glucose D. Why there it is called means, for glucose D, another 3-dimensional mirror image is there. That is called as L glucose. So actually, mirror image of D glucose is L glucose. Actually, fructose is also is a mirror image, but it is a only for a two-dimensional mirror image. So, like this, a lot of differences we find even in our world of chemical materials and all day-to-day materials. Then definitely in this creation of the world, that Aniruddha's creation, there will be a lot of complicated case. Certainly will be there. It is only just for information purpose we have given these elementary particles, that paramanus, what we call of trigunas, are very minute, and they are infinite in number, and their mixing process only for our understanding purpose. This has been taken it, and it triguna mixing is continuing, and once we go on mixing, that it will become from subtle to this massive, subtle to massive forms. This Mahat Tattva is more massive than that Avyakta Tattva, and Ahankara Tattva is more massive than the Mahat Tattva. Like this, after the Bhutas are much more massive, and most massive is this Bhumi Tattva, Earth Tattva. So this is trigonomics, lot of changes also we find in this, but this is only a simple meaning to understand what is the Guna Bindu Srushti. So this is the initiation of Bharatiya Haridasa Sahitya Vidyalaya. We are in the service of society for the last 25 years. I am Parashuram. Namaskar. Hare Srinivasa.